So we have a gun now. We have a gun now. I mean, it's a pretty cool gun. Kind of makes up for the one I lost at the beginning of the game, huh? Oh, I could sell it for $11 though. That's tempting. I love how I default to dollars. I'm not even American and I still say dollars rather than whatever currency the game is trying to foist upon me. Real, right? It's real, I believe. Which is a real currency from a country, and I couldn't tell you which one. I'm sorry, I'm very uncultured. Right, I'm hoping this has defrosted sufficiently for me to wrench it open now.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-crank ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it.
So that's a no. I'm wondering if there's if I have the appropriate tool equipped. I've not really played around with this much recently, or at all. But if I equip this pry bar, for example, would I be able to pry this open more easily?
This orange machine is dead still.
Ah.
It has a hand-crank ice cream churner and an electric...
That gave me a -20. Because I have a pry bar, but it's the wrong pry bar. How interesting. I assume, is this used to open lock containers? Yeah, okay, so presumably this is the strong enough pry bar, so this is as powerful as I'm going to get vis-a-vis opening this bad boy. So I don't quite know what the solution there is, unless I can find some more options somehow. In the meantime, I got a drama tank top. I mean, oh, I kind of like being a physical instrument tank top though. It's a mesh. I didn't realise it was mesh. Ooh, that's tempting. That is a style. I might hold on to it for now though. Stick with the physical instrument. I feel like if I'm going to need to be cracking into containers and things, and a bit more of the old gumption, the physical gumption is going to be necessary. A few bits and pieces in there. Don't mind if I do. So is this going to be that exit that's barred off by the intercom? Yes, it is, and apparently it's open now. Sweet, opened a shortcut. As far as such things exist. So is there anything else? Anything else at all in this area that isn't really? Well, I guess we came here specifically for the thing in the ice fridge, right? I mean, I don't really have any other options. I assume it's a white check, right? I can retry it if I fail. It's not like...
This orange machine is dead still.
Right, okay.
Fuck it. A hand crank. Ice squeaks beneath your Kavalzund multi-tool, but your fingers slip away from the tool. The lid shutters tightly as before, and it's already unplugged. There's not much else to do other than wait for it to defrost or bulk up and get stronger.
Okay, so waiting for it to defrost apparently will help me. So I guess maybe we just leave it a day? We just try, I mean it's 6:30, right? We can come back in the following morn and see if we can perhaps crack into this bad boy. Of course, having this extra door open means other people will be able to come in and out of here now, which means it might put it at potential risk of being stolen if I don't open it now. I feel like this is the sort of game that would pull something like that on me. But I don't really have any other options, because I'm sure as fuck not pulling that off right now. Unless I can just...
This orange machine is dead still.
No, white checks presumably can only be retried once every now and then. I don't know what the rules are specifically on that, but I can't just spam it until I succeed, because that would just be a bad gameplay mechanic, let's be real. So... Let's recap what we've achieved recently, because a lot of things have happened in the previous episode, and one of them is that I got a gun, which I feel like, you know, might give me a bit more persuasion, shall we say. We could go back and speak to Titus, I believe. I can't remember if it was the gun specifically that apparently gave us a bonus with the Titus business, but we got a bonus vis-a-vis Titus. There was also talk of a red-headed kid breaking into here, I believe. So I don't know if that is our good boy Kuno over here. If we can get anything more out of him as a result, maybe?
Necromancer pig? That shit was dark. Going in there like that. Oh, brutal shit. Tell me, Kuno dies. You're gonna pick one out of his brain like that too? Kuno's gonna go out in a hail of bullets. Gonna look like a fucking porcupine.
I mean, if they were arrows, that would be a fair assumption. I believe you'd look more like Swiss cheese if you go down in a hail of bullets.
Porta Rosa, a side alley of the Boogie Street Spearhead. A young man in his early 20s approaches patrol officer Emile Mullins and asks for a cigarette. As Officer Mullins reaches in his coat pocket for the pack of Astra he just purchased this morning.
Is this Harry's origin story?
The man shoots him point blank in his chest.
No, it's not.
Breathless, the patrol officer collapses in the gutter. His right hand is grabbing the armor on his chest. The bullet didn't pierce it, but he can't breathe. On the pavement, the patter of the perpetrator's feet growing distant. Bleed, pig, someone opens a window and says, but Emile cannot see who. His sight grows dim with pain.
You know what's a good line of work for getting shot?
Pigs.
He nods. There's a silence. It carries. Well now. It's about as good as this is gonna get, huh?
It's not Kuno. It's Kuno S.
Interesting how.
Kuno S is by far the worst of the two. Kuno has no problem being near you, but the other hides behind the fence, afraid for her life, like she's done something very bad. She came up with that psychopathic scheme of screaming for help before. Kuno just wanted to talk to you about his name. Kuno S was the one who wound him up and directed him. All in all, Kuno respects madness. You cannot hope to outdo her on that front. You must win yourself a few minutes with him alone.
Hey Kuno. Psst.
Fuck you whispering about?
He whispers back.
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
Fuck you whispering about!
She puts extra stress onto that word, expecting it will make you uncomfortable.
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
What's up with her? She's terrifying. Like, crazy scary.
Crazy? You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's insane. Dangerous. She's smoked a man. She's done people in. Probably even pigs.
Stop talking to him! Kuno, I'm fucking warning you! You're gonna get us into shit!
She understands what you're trying to do.
Yo, see? Did Kuno not tell ya? Kuno told ya. Kuno talks to whoever he wants. Talk, pig. Kuno's got it under control.
He hunches down again.
You did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her so she can't read his lips.
What do you mean she smoked someone?
Kuno means she killed someone. That's right. She's a killer. Like, actually a killer.
His little green eyes are fixed on yours. He's meant everything he said before, but right now, he not only means it, he is sincere.
You serious about this killing business?
Killing is serious shit. Kuno's always serious about the 488.
488. The criminal code doesn't go higher than 190.
She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has.
Okay, how many cops has she killed then?
Forget Kuno said that. Kuno was just shitting. Kuno was just running his mouth. Kuno's stupid like that.
He feels eyes on the back of his head and he stops.
A cop would be too large for her to overpower, but a determined child of her size can still kill the vulnerable, the elderly, the homeless, or other children. The creature peers at you both from over the fence. There is something searching in her eyes.
Kuno, do you think it's possible that she's killed other children?
Kuno falls silent. He does not look at you when he replies.
Kuno, that's it. That's what Kuno is starting to think, yeah.
You said she's insane.
Yeah, she's psycho. None of that kiddie psycho. Cat burning shit. She does the real deal.
What's the real deal?
Snuff radio shit. Believe me, pig, you don't want to know.
And he doesn't even want to think about it. This isn't just another boast.
So how are you dealing with all this?
How's Kuno dealing? Kuno's dealing just fine. He doesn't need you fucking with any of it. C doesn't either. Kuno's got this shit under control.
You need backup. I'm here for you.
Listen. C is Kuno's go-to. Kuno's protecting her. You fuck with C, you fuck with Kuno. You threaten her, you threaten to take her away.
This is what it all comes down to. He needs you to take him seriously now.
I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her, sneak up on you later, and fuck you up. You understand?
The boy looks you in the eye. Black pupil's trying to focus. I can respect that.
Alright. Now we can do business.
Business?
Yeah? What do you want? Kuno can hook you up with...
He starts, no longer whispering.
Oh, don't hook him up with shit, Kuno.
See? Relax. He respects the Kuno. Kuno made him respect the Kuno. You respect the Kuno, you get all kinds of shit. Kuno's gonna get you hooked on illegal narcotics if you run a little errand for the Kuno. Get you hooked, pig. Get his hook in you. Then Kuno gonna get you hooking for more. Cash in big style. Pig hooker. And shit, you can even fuck back in Kuno's kingdom. Kuno saw you sniff around that fucking pile of Eternite. It's a secret door, okay? Just pull it off and fuck back in there.
He concludes the invitation with a benevolent nod. Oh, okay. Well, I'm off.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
I think you do. I think you do care, my boy. My boy. What is this pile of Eternite? I've seen this marked on the map as well. Is there something I'm not... This? Is this it?
The pile of Eternite looks stranger now that Kuno told you about his pad.
Okay, do it.
Because, unless Kuno lied, you should just be able to pull the panels aside.
Pull the panels aside.
There it is. You see a shabby little door.
I love me a shabby door. The best kind of door. Not the best hidden door in the world, really, is it?
So this is the shack Kuno mentioned. Let's take a look inside there.
What's all this round here? Yo, can I not get to these? No? Okay, fair enough. Let's just go through the door then. I'm not going to run around miles to just look at a thing. Well. What do we have here? Big pig head. A silver plate with traces of yellow bone powder.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you. There's a good vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
Someone has taken narcotics here. Perhaps the police should interfere.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However...
He points to a ladder in the corner.
See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
Oh, really? The poster says, get out the way or get fucked up. Cured pig's head. It looks mummified. An empty tube of magnesium supplement. A magnesium supplement you rub on your chest to live a happy magnesium-rich life. Interesting. And 40 real. Sorry, 0.40 real. Where's this poppers up then? Where is this specifically? Can we climb up here? Oh, this is how we get to this shit. It was on a completely different level. I didn't even realise this doorway is going to collapse soon. Oh, cool. Let's run through it. Restoration pillars keep the ruins together. Another postcard for my postcard collection. A few coins for my coin collection. That's all it is. It's just a collection. It's not real currency. I'm just hoarding coinage. Can we get up here then? We can get up here. Cool. Another Nosafed. And, oh. Neat. I guess we're up here now. I expected to have to do like a check or something to climb up on this roof, but I guess we can just stroll up here. Anything to be gained from being up here? Doesn't look like we can actually get down into the harbour itself from here. Unless I'm massively mistaken. Can't even interact with those. It's like not acknowledging all this is flooring, so it's presumably not a walkable area for me right now. So this was kind of nothing, honestly, unless there's some way of climbing up around there, maybe? I thought maybe when we came up here we'd find some way to get up to wherever the sniper's hanging out, because he's apparently in a place that's overlooking the street, but still not the case. Still haven't got any sort of lead on him specifically, but that's fine. I guess that was fairly productive. Thank you, Monsieur Kuno. We do have another thing as well. Where's our Boule players? Yo, got a present for you.
Officer, God damn it. Pull yourself together, René. What do you want?
I found you guys a new Boule.
What is this? Are you mocking us? This isn't for pétanque.
Now, no need to get angry again, René. I'm sure the officer tried his best. It's not like there's a bull kiosk here in Martinez.
I'm very sorry. It's the best I could find.
The best, huh? This isn't even a bull. But fine. I guess you did attempt to right your hooliganism. Consider it forgiven.
Oh, this is René, of course. René, I found your guard booth.
Yes. The Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the nights. Not out of any political allegiance, mind you. I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight.
He adds with a slight sigh.
He feels like he has to justify himself for some reason.
I saw a picture in there. You were in it. Who's the girl?
She is nobody. This is none of your concern, and I refuse to discuss my private affairs with the RCM.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
You must have seen something on the night of the murder. Your booth looks right into the yard.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday.
So who was working your shift that night?
No one. The bus has been unmanned since last Monday. There's no other guard. It's just me.
No one has been guarding the container yard since last Monday.
Yes. It's not actually an issue. I mean...
Look, officers. The container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before, René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him. It's mostly decorative.
So it doesn't matter if you're there or not?
The possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals.
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
I'm saying it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with tear collecting. It's my side thing too.
Oh, I didn't mean to imply there's something wrong with that. I do it too. Everyone does it. It's an excellent side thing.
Yes. Can we conclude the topic of my guard booth now?
He is not going to become an entrepreneur.
Well, got it. Thanks.
Yes. Like I said, I would be up anyway, so might as well keep an eye out. It keeps my senses sharp.
Do Maybells mean anything to you, Renee?
I prefer the old name, Insulindian Lily. Girls brought them to young cadets when they entered service. Wearing them on your cap was supposed to bring good luck.
Hold on, is this a royalist military tradition?
It used to be. But the communards were fond of them too. Call them revolutionary flowers. Bells of the revolution.
Did they bring you good luck?
You know what? No. They brought me misery, false hope, and disappointment. The revolutionaries sullied them.
But it wasn't the revolutionaries that sullied the idea for you, was it? She gave them to me too, and your jealous little heart just couldn't accept it.
Enough! I can go over these matters in detail with you, Gaston, but not while we have company. So, officers.
Maybells don't blossom yet, do they?
The lieutenant quickly asks.
Maybe on some remote parts of the city they do. But I think you'll have to wait for at least a month.
Well, thank you for your time.
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your Copo type.
There are Copo types?
Yes. Guess what's yours?
I was kind of hoping I'm the superstar cop.
That is only a ludicrous daydream. Guess again. You're the...
Sorry, cop. I'm sorry, I'm not sure.
Yes, sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we? Huge lack of enthusiasm going on in here.
Won't the other copper types be jealous?
What? Jealous of the sorry cop? I think they'll be fine. Don't worry. They'll be super fine. It'll be totally okay. You can dual Copo type from sorry to anything.
You know what? I'm sorry.
Of course you are. It's okay. See if you can get something out of this, like info. Or maybe every time you say you're sorry, you get $1 million. That won't happen.
Aw, logic. Why did you have to be that way? Got excited for a second there. Right. There's still more to be done today, I believe. Starting with bringing a bird to a certain man. Oh, we need to have a word with the nice lady about her missing husband as well.
Can I help you?
Gart, I found a new bird for the whirling.
What is this thing?
The man takes the stuffed bird. This is the ruffled grouse. It symbolises the might of male courtship rituals. May it serve as a reminder to keep an eye on the cock carousaliers.
Cool. Okay. I was really hoping not to think about the cock carousel any longer because it made me feel like shit. But this is a competent piece of taxidermy. I can fix it to the plaque and have a new bird in the establishment, I guess. So, I don't know. Thank you. I'm gonna go with thank you.
People just don't know how to accept gifts, especially taxidermy. He likes it. He likes the bird. It solves his broken bird problem.
Yay!
I feel good about our work here today. It's all about the little things, like bringing people random stuffed animals.
It's not actually about that, but he liked it.
Gart, I need to sing karaoke now.
No, you don't. It's not happening.
He tries not to look at you. It's dangerous to acknowledge the karaoke man. You need to approach this situation logically. Ask him why he has the PA system installed if you can't use it.
Why do you even have the PA system if no one's going to use it?
It's for no one. It's a prop. I'm not letting anyone use it after the great karaoke catastrophe of 44.
What happened in 44?
A lot of people got killed because some arsehole wanted to sing karaoke.
It's not a prop, it's for your clients. I know it's used.
Okay, yes, it's for some clients.
I'm a real client. I've paid my bills and I have the right to use the karaoke machine.
Ha! Well, we don't have any tapes. They all got stolen.
It's alright, I have my own song with me.
The man in the vest and the violet shirt stares at the tape you've just given him. He begins to frown. Hard.
Fine, fine. Climb on that stage and do your thing. Just get out of my hair. I'll plug it in for you. Damn this karaoke machine.
I'm having it uninstalled, he mumbles to himself. Oh yeah, time to do the damage.
Brilliant. It's time. We've been waiting for this moment for 23 episodes. Get off the stage. Kim, this is my thing. This feels right. You belong here. Damn right I do.
The stage is all set up for your performance. Feels silent. You can hear the pellets creak under your feet.
I've even got my own light show. Look at this. It's like Pink Floyd.
You feel a little dizzy, a little unsteady suddenly.
So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel.
Put your lips against the microphone. Test it.
Immediately, a loud feedback noise startles the room. You feel like an amateur. How are you supposed to hold the mic? Should you just sing into it? Where should you stand? Hands. Where do you put your hands?
Look around the room first and try and ignore the barking dogs in the background.
The bar is full and buzzing with chatter. No one is paying you any attention. But still you feel your knees turn to noodles. Okay, now a couple is looking at you. Even worse, they are going to hate you.
Well, I probably shouldn't have spent time looking into this shit, because it's given me 2 -1s to this shit now. Look, Kim, I'm gonna sing karaoke.
I can see that.
Fuck it. Roll the dice.
The air is thick with anticipation. Someone dims the lights as the music starts. A lump's in your throat suddenly.
I would often go there to the tiny church there, the smallest church in Sanson, though it once was larger. How the real may rest there, down through the mist there, towards the Seven Sisters, towards those pale cliffs there. I would often stay there in the tiny yard there. I have been so glad here, looking forward to the past here. But now you're all alone. None of this matters. At all.
I liked it. Had a real Dave Matthews Band quality to it. The guy's a real talent.
Do you hear that? It's the most pathetic applause in the world, Harry. Made of pity. No one liked you.
I can't imagine sitting in a bar and hearing someone do that on a stage and not giving them the biggest fucking round of applause in the world for the balls it would take to do something like that, honestly. Just to go completely nuts to butts, just complete arse out on a song like that. Doesn't matter if you can't sing, it's just like, yeah, well done you, dude, you know. Fuck you. I gave it my fucking best. I gave it everything, and you shit on me.
Someone walks out of the room by the front door. Some woman. Is it because of you?
I sang about how I feel. Fuck you all, scum.
That's it. I'm unplugging it.
He presses stop on the tape carousel. You hear a little whine of feedback and the mic dies in your hand.
That's it. You're unpowered.
Let's go, officer. These people wouldn't know a good performance if it beat them in the ass.
You liked it?
Detective Dubois, it was downright tragic. Now, let's go.
I mean it, he thinks. To him, being a cop in the RCM was truly expressed in that performance.
Put down the mic. That was a fucking show, man. I don't care what anyone says. Hats off to the lad. Hats off to the voice actor as well. Right, points. Points go where? I don't want to put points here, actually. I want to put points right here. What shall we... We got rigorous self-critique. We got date of birth generator. We got indirect modes of taxation. And we've got Guillaume Le Million. I think it's about time for some self-critique. I think it's long overdue. Let's get on that shit. God, I'm getting so many negatives from these. These are not optimizing my playthrough in any way, but fuck it. We're giving this dude an option to look inside himself, you know. Hey, what did you think of my show? You think it was good?
Woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform winces as she notices
Oh, are
him.
these the people who came to investigate the other murder?
I
or
would
death?
really prefer not to talk to you right now.
As Lieutenant Kitsuragi explained, a patrol officer is the lowest rank in the RCM, below lieutenant and sergeant.
I'm on a murder investigation. Are you the cavalry?
I'm definitely not the cavalry.
Is everything alright? Why don't you want to talk to me?
I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you?
Have I wronged you? I've done that to a lot of people.
No, you haven't wronged me. It's okay.
She shakes her head and breathes out.
Okay, fine. Let's talk. What did you want?
What does one talk about with a fellow officer?
So what precinct are you from?
What precinct?
Am I from? God, he doesn't know.
Fucking deranged lunatic.
The sunglass-wearing man pushes through his teeth.
You're getting an intellectually unsatisfying vibe from this conversation. Maybe you're doing something wrong.
Okay, well, goodbye, I guess. Interesting. I assume they're from the same precinct as me and I'm meant to know them, but whatever. Whatever is the issue, it's an issue. Hey, did you like my little thing I did there?
Gendarme.
No, okay,
Bye-bye,
you're not
gendarme.
interested. Not interested. How about you?
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
You never told me you'd seen the Phasmid.
Oh, you don't want to hear about some old woman's ramblings.
No, really, I want to know.
Reflexively, the lieutenant read his familiar notebook.
Well, it was summer. I was building a racing track out of sand on the beach near a tall stand of reeds. Quite a tall one. Many times my height, I remember. When, all of a sudden...
Wait, where was this and how old were you?
I'm getting ahead of myself. I was 5.5 in Betancourt in the suburbs. My grandmother had a summer home there.
Betancourt got bombed in the war. It used to be quite near, circa 20 kilometers from here.
So what happened?
The strangest moment of my life. I looked up and one of the reeds moved. Not like a plant, but like a living thing. It stood up and looked at me. Its body unfolded like some antique toy. I've never seen anything like it. I didn't know this can happen, so I reached my arm and touched the thing. It felt just like a stalk of reed, but it moved, swaying, towering above me. After a while, 20 seconds, a minute maybe, it left. went into the reeds.
Did you follow it?
I tried, but I was only a child. There was mud and high water. I couldn't see it anymore. I was just standing there, knee-deep in mud, looking around me.
Where did you go? Don't go.
Then what?
I ran back home to my grandmother and asked her if reeds could walk, and told her they were looking at me. Of course, she just laughed at me, but I knew what I'd seen. For years, it was a story I told at parties when I wanted to impress boys. That sort of thing. Of course, most people just took it as a strange, amusing anecdote. So did I, honestly. But then I met Morel. We were on our first date when I told him my story. You should have seen his face. He said my descriptions matched the phasmid down to a T. Its white marble limbs, the way it moved.
So that's how they met. This is beyond significant for them.
Well, maybe you imagined it, Lena.
Of course. I've thought about it. But Morel says my report matches with the others. And I'm sure I hadn't heard of the phasmid as a child. Nor had my mother or my grandmother. So how did I know what to imagine? It was only when I started telling my story as a teenager that boys would tell me, Lena,
She lowers her voice, imitating a boy.
you trying to tell us you saw the Insulindian phasmid out there in those reeds? Get out of here. They just give me a cider and ruffle my hair and tell me to stop dreaming. But I saw it.
Well, thank you for sharing this with me.
You're welcome, sweetie. I do appreciate the chance to relive it whenever I get one. It was just such an impossibly sunshiny day. So warm.
Heat stroke, that's what it was.
And she could get up and walk right into the reeds on her own. Into the mud. Anywhere.
So I ran into your husband on the coast.
Goodness, how is he? Did he say why he hasn't returned yet?
The old woman clasps her hands together over the blanket.
He's fine, ma'am. As we had suspected, he couldn't get back earlier because the water lock on the canal was broken. Now he's just finishing up some work.
Oh, yes. That's my Morel. He's bound to catch a cold staying out there for so long. But I am so relieved to hear that he's okay. Thank you for putting an old woman's heart at ease, if even a little.
You haven't, however. There are dangers out there. Our aging body's foul. Her heart won't rest until Morel is safely back with her.
Well, that's all for now, ma'am. Interesting. Interesting.
The theme on that pinball machine is a standard royalist theme, used on everything from pinball cabinets to full-flavor cigarettes.
What are its hallmarks?
Clinging to a picture book version of the past century, waiting for the king to come back and cast out all the profiteers and homosexuals. Basically, imagine a yellow plastic crown with a liquor brand emblazoned on it.
I'd rather know more about the world of today.
The contemporary period stands still. The fated carousel of progress that doomed the royalists is itself winding down. Our time is decelerating into what? No one knows.
Heat death of the universe, probably. But, you know, that's a somewhat distant eventuality. Hey.
It's you again. What is it?
Well, I was wondering what my chances of this dice roll are these days. 42%. Well, well, well. Interesting. I feel like this is an important one, is the only thing though, right? I feel like this is going to be a real make or break roll for this playthrough. If I could get like one more plus to push it over that 50%, that would be so helpful. But I also don't know if Titus is even going to be here tomorrow, and I'm going to miss my chance entirely to do this. Hashtag YOLO.
Nothing is happening. The pieces are there, but they remain unconnected.
Oh no, we can do this.
Sorry, you're not coming up with anything. Again, the pieces are there. She could have done it. Somehow. Something else. Walla walla bing bang. It's just not coming together.
Walla walla bing bang?
I don't know what it means, but it felt like the most appropriate thing to say. That's what the witch doctor would say, at least.
I'll
There
give up.
we go. Your mind is a relaxed muscle. It's so nice and easy to give up, isn't it? On the downside, you have no idea what you were supposed to do now. I could have debriefed you.
I guess I'm going to take off now. Thanks again for your time, Mr. Titus. Titus Andronicus himself. Right. Right. So, what now? What now? I don't think we got much, honestly. I think we got much. What time is it that we're allowed to retire? Is 7 PM late enough to just head off to old Beddy Buys, sleep the night away? I guess we'll find out. You really gonna follow me in here? This is my room. Kim tries to look at your broken down bathroom door.
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. But it's all just too morbid to ignore. The man is finding it hard not to trip on the tape, and not to send any of the bottles rolling across the floor.
You looking at the destruction?
He nods.
I did it. My way.
I can see that. You're the RCM's own soldier of the apocalypse, aren't you?
Yep.
Wonderful.
He nods and then looks towards the exit longingly. You're welcome to leave. You don't have to follow me fucking everywhere, you
The bed is
crazy
still
bastard.
cold from the broken.
I guess I can't go to bed yet. I don't know if it's 8 o'clock is the time. I knew it was quite early that you're allowed to retire. Do we have anything else we could say to our good friend up here? Miss Oranje Disco Dancer herself?
I was just thinking, what a nice evening it is for taking part in a murder investigation.
That's nice. Based on this then,
Two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman having sex.
the boardwalk,
A ray of backward motion
Land's
explodes
End,
from his
and the
mouth
islet.
to the roof outside, A prime, to then widen into a radius of location.
See, the thing is, right, we have for sure investigated Land's End. We can't get to the islet. And my extensive patrolling of the boardwalk yielded absolutely fucking nothing. So, there doesn't really seem to be much more we can do there. Can I do anything with you, dude? It's all about money, you know. It sure is, bud. It sure is. I guess we'll just head on out again then. I really do need to get over to that island. I keep going back over to the fair maiden on the boat, whose name I definitely have not forgotten. I keep heading back over there and hoping that they'll suddenly become an option to get ferried across to the islet, but I don't think it's going to happen.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Oh, she needed me to show her my badge. Well, I found it.
By love, you did.
She inspects the piece of blue plastic, her eyes scanning from left to right.
Fast, observantly, like an electronic printer.
Pleased to meet you, Lieutenant W. Frater Dubois. I am glad to see a man of high qualification. The situation is precarious. What can I help you with, Lieutenant Frater?
I feel like now I've just got better checks and things with her. She did say she'd tell me more about the lynching once I found my card, right? So.
Of course. Anything to help.
So what can you tell me about Krenel?
Not much. Their public resume is relatively good, as far as private military contractors go. I believe they were once called Downwell. They boast a long list of clients: Saint-Baptiste, Welchman-Lorenz, Eintracht. A warning sign, however. The operations concerned all take place in third or fourth world countries. Guarding facilities, escort missions and such.
Meaning they're used to operating in war zones.
Yes. All the good conflict corridors, Supramundi, Yesut, the Seminese Islands, countries that don't have a good record reporting atrocious military conduct on their soil.
Okay. Anything else you got on them?
Sadly, no. Before this happened, I had little interest in them. Now that I do, I don't have the resources.
She thinks.
If you still have access to the ICP's database, you could run a better background check than I ever could. It may take some time, though.
She thinks.
The International Collaboration Police, ICP, is charged with coordinating law enforcement activities in complex multinational investigations. Their database is the single largest source of information in the world.
Do you know a lot about the inner workings of the RCM and the ICP, ma'am?
In my line of work, it pays to do your research. I was prepared to deal with the RCM. I did not think I'd be dealing with a group like Krenel.
Could you contact the company? Tell them to call them off.
I have. And they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here. Until they do, it's all on us.
She's being truthful. She is pressing them as hard as she can.
So what was that about a bloodbath?
Yes. I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale civil war, with possible consequences for all of Rivershoal West.
Since you are sharing, ma'am, this is also the RCM's worst-case scenario.
Then we're on the same page, as grim as it may be.
I
am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. If there is anything else I can help you with, please ask.
You know what? We've not asked you about Wild Pines yet. Why the fuck not?
What we do. I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
There was a touch of discomfort there. She wants to merely represent.
So what do they do?
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things. And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revacholian Indo-tribes. Companies awarded royal monopolies by the king, the suzerain himself, centuries ago. The king is long gone, but several of the Indo-tribes remain.
You're in good company, it seems.
Why, thank you.
She does not register the real meaning of the remark. Okay, got it. Tell me something else.
She nods.
Tell me nothing else. Because you haven't offered to take me on a boat ride to the islet where I want to do my little investigation, and it's very, very mean of you to not play ball with me in this way. Because I personally think I'm an upstanding member of law enforcement these days. I've been doing real good. Okay, I sang some out-of-tune karaoke, but aside from that, I think I've been doing pretty good. I've not been drinking or drugging or doing anything too stupid, and I've been steadily uncovering the murder investigation, and I even found another one for my fellow policemen to get on with. You know, keep them busy, keep them in work. It's important to keep people in work, or else this is how strikes happen, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I have absolutely no clue what to do next, so I'll see you next time, I guess. Bye!